Yeah, it's good. Had something small done to it last week. Should be back. Should be training towards the end of this week.
So you said you've been able to play?
Confident, yeah.
Well, the only thing we can do is prepare well. Get the team together. We get the squad together today. Prepare well. Be 100% committed to how we want to play, and then we take it from there. Whether it's the biggest game of the tournament, it doesn't really matter because our job's the same. Our job's to prepare well and be the best we can be, and that's what we will be. Every player that gets selected for England, we know they're motivated. We know they're 100% committed to do their best for England, so we're just working with a different group of players. But obviously it's great to have back blokes like Billy and Mako and Joe Launsbury and Ellis Genge. You know, they're good players, but guys who played for us in autumn did a fantastic job. Well, our expectations are exactly the same. Our expectations to go to Ireland and win. And every first game we've had of the Six Nations, our expectations been the same. Well, the only players I admire are the English players. World rugby's full of fantastic players, and it'd be, I think, silly of me to nominate one or two players. I know where you're trying to get to, mate, but I'm not going to go there. Well, the only acceptable thing for us is to beat Ireland. That's the only thing we're worried about. Ireland's our number one priority. Obviously, the World Cup's there, and everyone thinks about the World Cup. But the World Cup is 9 months away. And we can't do things now that are going to make us a better team in the World Cup. All we can do is concentrate on beating Ireland, and that's what we're trying to do. Well, I think you get natural experimentation now. It's called injury. We had November. We were down to our sixth choice loose head prop. So we'll get that opportunity to test the depth of the squad, and we continue to build the depth of the squad. And when you're a good team, you win at home and away, and we want to be the best team we can be. So whilst we acknowledge that Ireland will be tough at home, we're preparing to beat them at home. Well, there's two contests against Ireland, one in the air and one on the ground. And we've got to win both of those to win the game. And so we'll pick a side that's geared up to win the battle on the ground and the battle in the air. Whether they're big and ugly or small and cute, I don't know yet, mate.
Again, we just concentrate on ourselves. Obviously, the start of the game is massive in Test match rugby. You got to stamp your authority on that. But at the same time, we've got to be ready for anything. We've got to be ready for every moment of the game and be open enough to be able to respond to that.
Well, I think, if you look at the game at the moment, one of the most difficult parts of the game is refereeing. And I think some of it's because of the fact that the game's got faster and more powerful, and the collisions are bigger and there's a greater density around the ball. So the decision-making for the referees has become much more difficult. I also think it's a responsibility of World Rugby to have clearer interpretations of the contest areas of the game. The scrums improve, but the breakdowns become problematical, and that's their responsibility to get right. But as a team, all we can do is adjust and adapt to whatever the referee does on that day. And so our job over the next 10 days is to make sure we understand how the referee for the day could possibly referee, and then prepare for that, but then be prepared to adapt to any changes that might happen during the game.